The Bengals lost their previous game against the Ravens. Can Baltimore do it again? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Ravens in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Returning it, Johnson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. That's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Young to throw it. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And to give this time to the tailback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
On 2nd down now, Kendrick. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. We We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Young looks to throw on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Young. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. On third down, Kendrick.
You know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
2nd down and 5.
Now it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Point after here coming up. And it is now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Young. It is intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll run on first down. Kendrick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a first down. Well done. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Kendrick, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Going to give this time to the tailback. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lynch.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd down and goal. Jackson, Bill Bison, got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens open the lead up to 34-0. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Here's Young. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. But Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
Been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Kendrick. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
124 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Right back to him on 1st down. Finding room to the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a 1st down throw for Young. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here the 32. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Ravens look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Johnson now returning.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's at the 50. And bulldozing his way through the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Fighting through. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson now, sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far, up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. On 2nd and 10, Young. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well,
this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, They don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Young will set to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To the air once more, Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the red zone now, Young. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.